Game 8. Game 8. We're 1-7 on the year here. What do you guys want to do? You want to jump right into it? You want to see what's in the news? National Guard takes stations in LA response to protests. What are we protesting here? National Guard troops and protesters faced off in Los Angeles on Sunday in an uneasy impasse at a federal detention center in Los Angeles before city police moved in to try to disperse the crowd. Yeesh. The tense gathering followed 2 days of skirmishes over federal immigration operations that President Trump cited the state's National Guard over the governor's objections. Intense. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's not a ton of protesters, but they're in the road, I guess. You know, a little better there. I'd like to see that pulled out a little bit. Three National Guards would deploy some 2,000 troops to the city. Seems like a lot. Well, sometimes you never can tell. Weekend news. You don't expect something like that intense. I guess that's when protests happen, when people are off. What's with my camera here? Kind of getting a little, not getting a good, yeah, not getting a good focus. Like my keyboard? Okay. How's that? A little better? Yeah. Probably good as it's going to get. Well, game 2 tonight. Pacers at Thunder. Buddy was trying to tell me about this yesterday. How the Pacers. See, this is a sneaky good matchup, was kind of his point. I don't know. Sure. I used to follow basketball a little more closely. Oh, you know. I feel like everyone says that. You know, I used to watch 90s basketball. I watched a bit of basketball in the 90s. Really, I kind of got into it in the later half of the prior decade. And then sort of through COVID a bit, watched it. I don't know, it was okay. It was okay at the time. I feel like it was one of those things, my daughter was, or I had young kids and there was like not a lot of time to engage deeply in stuff. So I watched more sports because you kind of, you glance over, oh, I get it. I see what's going on. And then you kind of go back to taking care of the kids or, playing with the kids, whatnot. Now that my kids are a little older now, so they kind of can do their own thing occasionally. So I get to do more of this. Not a ton, an hour at a time. You get to pick away at this kind of thing. But, by and large, I don't know what I was going to say there. I was going to say, like, I spend a lot of time with the kids, but that sounds like, I'm always, kids come first. Like, of course they do, but I'm not trying to gloat about it or something. I'm just saying, during the day, but spend time with my kids instead of playing video games. What was my point there? When kids are younger and you have less time, there's not like, it's hard to carve out even an hour. It's like, I'm just doing this thing. Although you do. I did. But it's also easy to just have sports on. Like I said, I mean, you turn over, you're like, oh, what a cool play. And you do the other thing. It can be a very passive viewing experience, particularly basketball. I feel like people talk about basketball like that a lot. Like, it doesn't matter until the last few minutes. think there's some truth there. I think there's some truth there. Man. Yeah. I never know if I want desktop audio on. I fiddle with the controls too much, and you guys probably hear the output of that all over the place. Hair's kind of crazy. I was at the pool. The camera going. Hair's kind of crazy. Was at the pool earlier today. Cold. It's like the high is like 80 today. It was cloudy. We just let's get the pool done. Let's break the seal on the pool experience. We are 1-7 on the series, and the pennant race here. We got through with this lineup last time, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going with that. Hopefully we can pitch our way down the stretch. The way we pulled it out last time is that we're locked in on pitching, and then we snuck in a run at the last minute. I'm hoping we can do that again. That's a beautiful strategy. I did not update stream information. But, again, I never do. So we are Baltimore at Seattle. Let's go.
A chopper to the right side. He picks it up.
Classic start. That's the way we like to see it.
Roberto Alomar.
Pool is cool. Pool is a cool place to be, even in.
It's a shot right back.
Let's get it.
It's through.
Even in early June. You'd think early June Virginia be a lock. Not this year. Not this year.
Palmeiro.
Okay.
Line drive back to the box. It's in there for a hit. Bobby Bonilla.
Ooh.
Right one.
Wish I could have laid off that.
A fly ball to left. This one should be easy. And he makes the play. Save.
I can live with that.
Cal Ripken.
We have 2 outs. Not great.
Right.
Oh, sick.
And strike 3, and that means pine time.
I just cannot get there with Cal Ripken. I just cannot get there. He had a few hits.
All right.
I don't know why my camera's freezing. It's giving some pretty good visuals though. So so the hot new toy at pools this year, or maybe it was there last year too, are these balls that have like a magnetic clasp. So you put it underwater. It's two hemispheres. You clasp it together. It's full of water now, and then you throw it. If you catch it with soft hands, it doesn't pop open. But if it makes an impact, it kind of breaks open. So we were really testing that. We were pushing the limits of good taste with throwing that at each other.
A chopper to the left side.
Get it.
Up.
Let's go.
Down,
Like it kind of would just, plop off someone's like forehead or something. You're like, ugh, sorry. Thought it would break on impact and splash chlorine water in your eye. That's what I was hoping for. Instead, I just sort of dinged you with a plastic ball full of water. It was okay. It was funnish.
Line drive, right field. That'll fall in for a base hit.
Get it. Oh, way late.
Edgar Martinez. Ground ball to the left side.
Foul?
Foul ball.
Oh, you can make your third baseman jump there a little bit.
That's a ball. A fly ball to right.
No.
Beat on it. No one's going to get to that one, folks.
Can we get home? Okay. Gotta get a strikeout here.
Uner. Right. That's a fly ball to left field.
Get under it. Get under it.
He snags it right out of the air. We're through one inning of
Water
play.
was nice though.
The score is Baltimore
Been rainy for a couple days, but
Seattle, 0.
I guess there was enough sunshine during the days too.
Eddie Murray.
Well, it'd been rainy overnight. It kind of been the vibe.
There's a high fly ball
Drop
to
in.
left.
Drop in.
And he makes the play.
Looked like it landed behind him to me.
B.J. Surha. A liner to right. It
Yes.
gets through the infield for a hit.
Let's go.
Chris Hoyle. A grounder to the left side. It gets through for a base hit.
I turned off the desktop audio again. I have to make a note. Listen back, see if there was a lot of echo.
Right.
Him like doing the never-ending batting stance, even as the pitcher is like releasing, so annoying. Really throws off my timing.
Line drive, right field.
Let's
It
go.
drops in for a base hit.
Did we run it? No. It wasn't a double.
Brady Anderson.
One out. Oh, this is so good. Please just don't hit into a double play.
Steve, right, 1.
Do we bunt here?
That's 2.
Apparently not.
Ground ball to the left side. It's
Yes!
through the infield for a
We're getting 2 out of this.
There's a play at the plate. Safe.
We are coming around. We may not have to play all 26 games of this. If we go on a heater, we're going to the second game, which is, I think it's Alien Trilogy, which could be cooler than this. I don't know.
A liner to center.
I've enjoyed my time with 3D baseball.
It's in there for a hit.
Perfectly serviceable baseball simulation. Not really. It's,
Palmeiro.
you see what it is.
A liner to right. This could be 2. See ya.
Okay.
Don't get
Well,
through.
I mean, but the damage is done, as they say. As they say. But we've not won the game yet. Let's not get over our skis here.
That's a ball.
At the bow. I want to come back in. Nope. I'll do it. I'll do it now. It's a sick pitch. Then I'm going to jam him.
Good luck in your search for a clue, pal. Russ Davis.
If you were watching a game and the play-by-play was like that, I don't think you'd get away with that. I'm sure. I don't think he was a play-by-play guy in MLB, but man, it's like laying it on a little thick there.
2.
I'm all right. I'm okay. My feelings aren't hurt.
Good luck in your
For
search
now,
for a
but I'm
clue,
ahead.
pal. Denny Wilson.
I'm not losing. If I were losing and he told me to get a clue,
Right.
what? To get a clue?
A line shot to left.
This is unreal.
It drops in.
That's
for
the
a
second
base
one
hit.
they put along the line like that. I don't know why I went home.
Rich
Can't be too careful.
Right. A chopper to the left side. It gets through for a base
Go home.
hit.
All right, we need to strike out.
Joey Cora.
Let's not let this get any farther out of control than it already has.
A line shot to left. Routine. He's out of there. We've completed 2. It's Baltimore 2, Seattle 0.
0.
Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bo. See some magic.
A liner to left. That'll fall in for a base hit.
I feel like I'm even getting the hitting timing a little bit. I don't know.
Now,
Could just be a good game.
Rutkin. Strike one.
I'll never hit anything with Ripken.
At two.
Should I lay off it?
Join the picket line. You struck out again.
I respect it.
Eddie Murray.
I respect it. Come on, Eddie. Now's the time.
Line drive up the middle. It
How about
drops
that?
in for a base hit. B.J. Saraha. A line shot to right.
Nice.
That'll
Do we
fall
go home
in for a
here?
base hit.
Too late.
He is saved.
Should have let off a little bit.
Chris Hoyle.
Can I still do it?
Strike.
Ooh. Oh no.
He's back in time.
Okay. Did I break the game? What's going on?
Get out.
What? What?
Double play.
What happened? What? So I never seen anything like it. Frankly.
Alex Rodriguez.
Ooh, A-Rod? Where are we? In Seattle? Cool.
Line drive up the middle.
What a beautiful hit.
It gets through the infield for a hit. That kid, Ken Griffey.
I'm gonna miss those runs that we just gave up there for not even sure what. Oh, I'm pitching.
Steve, right.
A-Rod and King Griffey in the heart of the lineup here.
At two, right in there.
Not even worried about it.
It's a ball. Ball two.
Got him.
And the runner steals it. A liner to right. It falls in for a base hit. Edgar
Okay, we're at-
Martinez.
That's the trouble spot. Looks like this guy has a pretty good batting average. We're out of the
A
trouble.
line shot to center. It gets through for a base
We're
hit.
going home. I think we're gonna give up a run here.
Strike one.
Beautiful.
A liner to center. It falls in for a base hit. Safe. Oh, Sorrento.
Do we need to change pitchers here?
A line shot to center. He makes the play. Nails the runner at second. He's saved. Russ Davis.
Okay, I like it.
Strike. A line shot to center. Scooped up nicely. They got it.
They only got one run,
Three,
right?
It's Baltimore. 2, Seattle. 1.
Yeah. Great. Love to hear it.
Chris Hoyle. A line shot to left. It gets through for a base hit. It's a gapper.
I think we're getting a double here. All right. Who's that, Hoyles?
Mike Devereaux.
Said we should bunt.
He drops one down the third base line. He scoops it up.
The only thing is I was supposed to run to third on the bunt.
Brady Anderson.
which I neglected to do. All right, now we're back at the top. We're just gonna have him hit. I couldn't really tell where the ball was going. I thought we would be in danger. Oh, he was gonna hit him. Thought he'd be in danger at third.
That's a fly ball to right. He makes the catch to record the out. Out at second.
I think maybe I'm supposed to be managing these leadoffs, even in that situation where they're waiting to see if he catches it or not.
Denny
It's just
Wilson.
incredible that the computer is having them stand that far off the bag by default. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I guess you see it, but that they then can't get them back. I mean, that doesn't happen in baseball. If a second baseman catches an infield fly, and there's a runner at second,
A chopper to the left side. He
that's
scoops
not
it.
happening like that. They're not making that throw. They're not making the toss to second and getting out there,
Emerald.
or very rarely.
Ground ball to the left side. Scooped up nicely. Sit down, pal.
That was one of the rare up the middle balls that I was able to field
Joey
correctly.
Cora.
Which, feels good. Feels good. Game's coming together. Nice.
Strike two.
Wow. All right, now let's jam them. Bring it inside.
You're a
Let's
favorite.
go, baby.
We played 4.
Yeah, we
It's
dev.
Baltimore. 2.
Yeah, we dev,
Seattle.
I said.
1.
Yeah, we do. Or, yeah, we have. Yeah, we dab.
Roberto Alomar.
All right. Let's get some production here. We're going to need more than 2 runs to win this game. I'm sure of it.
3. Right.
Nasty.
That's 2. At strike 3, you're gone. Rafael Palmeiro. It's a line smash to right field. Foul ball.
That one's on Utah Street.
A liner to center. He scoops it up. Get out.
Get out. Get out.
Bobby Bonilla.
Put one over the fence, Bobby.
A line shot.
Come
to
on,
left.
come on, come on.
It's in there.
We get a
for
double
hit.
out of this?
They can't catch up to that one. Just
He's
in
out.
time.
I was trying to have him go back. Couldn't figure it out. Can never figure it out. Let's look again. Let's 3D baseball Saturn. Manual. Advance runner to second, up and C. Advance runner to third, left and C. Advance runner to home, down and C. Return runner to first, B. All right, so now what we need to know is if we look at, can we look at the controls here? Oh, yeah, input, right? Nope. Nope. Automatic mouse grab, enable grab on application. Yeah, the problem is, right, is that these controls don't really map to the Saturn. What is anybody? What button is B? What button is a Saturn B on a PlayStation controller in RetroArch? Load a core, go back into the quick menu and go into the controls submenu. In this menu, it shows your pads button on the left if it has an auto config. Okay, load a core, go back to the quick menu and go into the controls submenu. Is there controls here? You know, this is like, it's you know, those are instructions for some older version of RetroArch, RetroArch. And control under quick menu, as you said. Okay, so I want to go to quick menu. Is this quick menu? Show desktop menu. Well, that sounds scary. I think this is the quick menu. Input. It's so confusing. All right, so A button, B button. S, A. I honestly have no idea. It's this guy's like, yes, you can't. This is, I know exactly what you're looking for, and here it is. And well, where is it? How old is this? It's 6 years old. I mean, let's watch this guy's video.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to remap the buttons on a Retrobit 2.4 gigahertz wireless Sega Saturn controller to use on Sega Saturn emulation in RetroArch.
Okay.
And the driver should automatically install. If you're doing this,
I guess I just need to get one of these
flashing,
controllers.
Press the start button on your Saturn controller. By default, it's a little bit weird. X4 loaded up here within RetroArch because it lets us easily see what each button is mapped to. So going to options. So my Sega Saturn A button is actually X. Like, that doesn't make much sense. B is A, C is B.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Y
So maybe I need to.
So there we go. Got one right. And then
Maybe I need to open this Mega Man game, and that would help me.
Hey guys, my name is Scobie. Controller you want, be it wired or wireless, down a little bit further, up to 5 separate controller ports and connections with different settings attached to each depending on the other fleet, and even add extra controls. One, simply click A and
Want to control your mappings you prefer. If we go to manage connected to the number 2, all we're doing is telling RetroArch what port we want our input to.
Quick menu controls port 1. Where is this quick menu? Am I not in the quick menu? Is that the problem here?
Right.
Frustrating. Frustrating. What was that? What was that? Oh, okay. All right.
Very good.
I don't know, man. Well, maybe we'll spend some time with that. With the Mega Man
Ball
game
one.
that shows you what the controls are. I don't know. Nice.
Right. One. Fly ball to center.
Oh yeah, I need to
This
change it
one
back.
should be easy. He pulls it in for the out. Ken Griffey.
Trouble.
That's a fly ball to right.
Yes, yes.
Way back, way back. That's going to be extra bases.
That's dumb. They focused in on the right fielder and gave me control of the middle fielder.
Edgar
What's the thinking there?
Martinez. Right. One.
Supposed to call him off.
A grounder to the left side.
Ooh.
Rivera. It's a
No, not again. Oh, I didn't get a double out of it. We did give up the run though.
Gunnar. A liner to left. It falls in for a big
Oh,
hit.
we could have had it. Probably not.
Paul Sorrento.
I went home. I was supposed to go second. I'm not sure why I went home. I was kind of panicking out there.
Right.
Okay.
There's a high fly ball to left. He makes the play. Russ.
Don't give me the out at second.
A line shot to left.
Ah, again.
For a base
Doing
hit.
too much out there. Held him. We just need to strike one guy out here,
Ray Wilson.
and it's the catcher, which I feel good about. Let's jam.
Strike one.
Okay, great. Now we're going to work outside.
That's two.
Okay, now we're going to just hit this corner here. We're going to sit down.
A line shot to center. It falls in for a base hit.
Remember earlier when I was like, oh, if we win this game, I'll stop playing 3D baseball.
Steve, right. Line drive, left field. He picks it up.
Okay.
Wow.
Guess you could just step on third in that case.
Completed five.
All right,
It's
let's
Seattle.
and then load content here. Nope.
3, Baltimore.
Go back to the. What was it? It was Mega Man. Do I have a Mega Man? I do. I do. Okay. Looks like a real game. Looks slightly better than 3D baseball. I'm kidding. Option, button config. Option, button config. Okay, so. Okay, that's A. Okay, that's B. Y, X. A, B, C. A, B, C. R, L. A, B, C. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. A, B, C. Okay, so for anybody wondering, A is X. B is circle. C is right bumper. Not that bad. Okay, great. Not gonna get into the rest of it just yet. But it does kind of seem like when I get to this kind of game, I'm not gonna want to be juggling shoulder buttons and face buttons. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Oh, What did I do? I want to go back to... Okay. And please load this state. Otherwise, we are not playing the rest of this
Seattle,
game.
3, Baltimore,
Yes.
2.
That seems good. On to the 6th. All right. That's going to help us go a long way to winning some of these games.
Redskins.
Nope, sorry. I did. Oh, he's doing it. He wants to mess around a little bit. Great, be my guest. All right. Ugh.
Right.
I probably could have laid off that one.
That's a fly ball.
You know,
to
usually
left
I'm
field.
saying like
Just
I have
wait
no
for
I
that
have
to drop.
I don't have the reaction time,
And he makes the catch.
or I don't feel like they're giving enough information for you to be able to tell which
Murray.
things you want to swing at and which you want to hold off on. That one, I think that I had enough information.
Ground
And I just
ball to
swung
the right
anyway because I
side.
swing
He gloved
at
it.
everything.
You're out. BJ Saraha. A grounder to the right side.
Nice.
Should be fairly routine. He's a vapor.
Not nice. Terrible.
Joey
Moving
Cora.
on here. Takes about an hour to play a video game baseball.
Right.
Yes.
A line shot to center.
Turn around.
It
Ah,
hits
it drives me
through the
crazy.
infield for a hit.
I mean, does this happen a
Alex
lot? Like a pitcher
Rodriguez.
turns around and starts running towards second? What's the thinking
A
there?
shot to the left side. You're
Should have went to
out.
second.
Right.
All right. It does seem like we're losing some of our
Ted
heat here.
Griffey.
We might want to this be our last inning with this guy.
Right. A chopper to the right side. Routine play. Justin.
Oh my gosh.
Edgar
right.
Martinez.
Plays it first.
It's a bomb.
No,
Headed
it
towards
isn't.
left. Way back.
Off the
way
wall, off the
back,
wall.
Way back.
Ah,
Later.
goodness
A
gracious.
two-run run.
Ah, goodness gracious.
Gabe Buhner.
Buhner?
A chopper to the left side. Foul.
All right. We had to change pitchers. I guess we finish this out.
A chopper to the left side. Should be fairly routine.
Let's go. Gets out of it
See ya,
anyway.
pal. Grab some
All right.
time.
Let's get some hits. Let's string some hits together.
We've completed 6. It's Seattle 5, Baltimore 2. Chris Hoyle. Ground ball to the left side. Should be fairly routine. See ya, pal. Grab some pine.
Pine time.
Mike.
Maybe he is saying
Devereaux.
grab some pie. Now I can't unhear it.
A liner to left. A great running catch.
It was. It was a beautiful catch.
Brady Anderson.
What is this on Brady's? Has like a weird sideburn thing.
Right.
Yeah, he has like really manicured sideburns. It's the 90s. I don't know. They look fine. It doesn't look... I mean, I've seen weirder, right? Come on, Brady. Put it in play.
That ball is well hit to right field. Oh, he might have a chance. It hits the wall.
Oh,
He's out by a step.
I got him to run back. That was so dirty on so many levels. It's tough to get mad because it just like that's this game. But oh my gosh, if you sit and think about it,
Sorrento.
just an absolute heist. Oh no, I was supposed to change. I wonder if they'll let me
Line
change.
drive up the middle. It gets through the infield for a hit.
All right, we're changing
What?
pitchers.
Davis.
Did you say Crush Davis? All right, let's get Shepard in there. All right, we're just gonna throw heat.
Fly ball to center
Yeah,
field.
yeah. Nice.
And he makes the catch for the
Okay,
out. Denny Wilson.
made him get under it. That's all you can ask.
A line shot to center.
Oh, what?
Sneaks through for a base hit. Rich Emerald.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Ground ball up the middle. It gets through for a base hit.
This game is an
There'll be a
absolute
player at the
disaster.
plate.
Oh no, not a cutoff!
Joey.
It was gonna dribble in. I see that, but like my expectations were sky high coming into that play. I was like, we got it, and then you see the cutoff come in. It's like, oh, they'll never get it.
A chopper to the left side. This should be a double play. Sit down, pal. Safe.
Why wasn't it a double play exactly?
Alex Rodriguez. Strike one. That's two right in there. He's wiped that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I get it. It's not that I don't get it.
An infield pop-up.
Yes, yes.
He's got that one. We played 7. And the score, Seattle 6, 2. Roberto Alomar.
Let's get going. I don't think I've ever scored more than 2 runs in an inning. So if you're getting,
Ground
you should
ball
be
to
getting
the
great
left
odds,
side.
frankly.
He picks it up. They got it.
Should be getting great odds on this.
Rafael Palmero.
I tell you what I'm looking forward to.
Fly ball to
So I
center.
managed to get a Switch 2. And it has the GameCube games
And he makes the catch.
on the
Bobby Bonilla.
on the Switch Online service. There's only a couple, and one of them's Zelda, the GameCube Zelda, which is great, but I just played it. Within 5 years, I played that game.
Right.
Like to the end, or most of the way through. Yuck. And then the other one is what? Mario, right? And then F-Zero. F-Zero's cool,
A shot
but
to
like
the
I'm
left
playing Mario
side.
Kart right
He
now,
scoops it
obviously.
up. You're out.
So there's not like a ton of, I don't have a ton of interest in it right now. But that Mario baseball game for GameCube on a system where it would be easy to have, you know,
Ken Griffey.
2 or 3 or 4 controllers hooked in. I can't remember. It might not even support 4 players. That'd be rad. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'd play a ton of that.
That's a fly ball. to
I'd try
center
it.
field. And he makes the catch.
Probably
for the out.
play as much as my son would play with me. And he probably wouldn't play a lot
Martinez.
if I was winning. But look, I'm not winning everything against him anymore. He's figured this stuff out
Right.
for the
One.
most part. I'm winning. You know,
At the
I'm winning
ball.
most of the game, most of the races, most of the Mario parties. I'm in there.
Strike two.
But you can see it. You can see it coming down the tracks.
Ball two.
He's going to start the scales are going to start to tip in his direction, and he's going to win more of these games than he's going to lose
You're
very
out
soon.
safer.
And so maybe we get something going with the baseball. I don't think he'd play this. We have played that Nintendo baseball original for the NES, which is an abysmal game.
Ground ball up the middle.
We played quite a few innings of that.
It's through for a base hit.
He's won a couple of those. That game is erratic
Soto.
though. I don't know. He might not have won.
Right.
He scored some runs though. It seems like when you first start playing that game, it's like, is that even possible to do in this game?
Ground ball to the right side. Foul ball.
They call it a foul, right? Why did they call it foul? I'm glad they did. Don't get me wrong.
Line drive. Back to the box.
Oh, let's go.
Up nicely. Sit down, pal.
Okay.
We played 8. And the score, Seattle 6.
It's not good news.
Baltimore
It's not
2.
good news. I get it.
Cal Ripken.
I will say the Switch, Mario Kart World goes down smooth. Not like an earth-shatteringly great game. And really not even much different from what I remember 8 being, although I didn't play a ton of 8. There's more characters. The impact of more characters is kind of negligible. It's like, oh,
Popped up.
you're running from the front for the most time. Look, I haven't played online. Maybe that's where it
Eddie makes
sings.
the play.
Um,
Eddie
whatever. I'm probably not going to play so
Murray.
much of it that I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go online now. I'm probably going to play through the single player content and then play a ton local competitive. And then I'm probably going to take a walk on that thing. I mean,
Line
that'll
drive.
probably have
Back
been
to the box. It's
12
hit
hours.
through for a base hit.
maybe 8 hours to do the single player stuff.
DJ Saraha.
And that's another 4 hours for, roaming the free roam.
A liner to right.
And then that'll
No
be it.
problem.
And again, like whatever, apply local multiplayer as needed, however long Frederick is still interested in it.
That'll fall in for a base hit. They can't catch up to that one. He's
That
out
was
of
dumb.
there.
I just felt like we had to be aggressive in that spot. We
And
needed
that's the
runs.
ball game. Your final
Um,
score: Seattle 6, Baltimore 2.
Whatever. So what I do think, I want to say this though. I do suspect they're going to do something with that free roam thing. You look at it, and it's fun to drive around, and I haven't explored it totally yet. I see there's like some like tile unlocks. Maybe that changes the composition of what's out there. It doesn't seem like there's a ton to do out there. An opportunity to search for skins and stuff like that. Yeah, but you can do that also inside of Grand Prix and the knockout rounds. So I don't really see why it's there other than like a fun toy. If your kid doesn't like it, doesn't like the competition, they can do the free roam. And then still be able to like, oh, look at all this stuff and yada yada. So that's the only reason I can see why it's really there. In the preview coverage, didn't they say you could drive from one spot to another? If a race ends, you drive to the next one. Did I manufacture that? Because that's not happening in this game. You do not drive to the next race. A race ends, and then you pick another race, and you do that race, right? Maybe I'm missing some stuff. I'm taking a flight tomorrow, cross country, so I'll be on a plane for like 6 hours, or one leg is like 2 hours, and the other is probably 5 hours. So I'm gonna play a lot of that game probably, and I might. Some of this stuff might sound stupid right now because I've literally just played like a couple hours upstairs, a little bit by myself, a little bit with the kids. excited to sort of crack it open and see what's really in. Again, I didn't spend a ton of time with Mario Kart 8, so I assume a lot of what I'll be discovering is mechanics inside of Mario Kart 8. And then, whatever's new on top of that, I won't have any frame of reference or not a robust frame of reference to tell what's different. So, if I like certain things, I might just be liking Mario Kart 8, which one of the great games of all time, if you look at sales, if you're just looking at sales. But again, interested to see if there's bigger picture stuff on that free roam that I'm not quite I'm not quite seeing from a very superficial, drive around that so far. I watched somebody do it for a while, then I did it for a while. I was like, oh well, let's play some Mario Kart. Which is inherently competitive in nature. I don't know what they do with the free roam. Like, I see the P-Switch stuff, and so that unlocks these little challenges, and it seems like some of those are just teaching you. The couple I did was like, this one is geared at teaching you how to ride the rails and jump between rails and on and off and in between, which I did not master. Not even close. Have not finished that P-Switch challenge. And another one had like tight turns, so I assume they're trying to teach you how to drift. So maybe it's all that. Maybe it's an extended tutorial. And even if I would say even if it doesn't have a clear vision for how it structures itself as a game that takes you that has a clear thread of progression. I guess that's what does the progression narrative look like inside of free roam? And even if it doesn't have one, the idea of free roaming around in Mario Kart is valuable in and of its own right. So that they did it, sure, and maybe you can iterate. The idea though that this is the $80 Nintendo game. This is the game that breaks the mold that they put so much work into that it had to cost $10 more than the last one that cost $10 more, that it would have as much grit to it as Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not seeing that. I thought they would. I'm like, yes. I mean, I love the idea of the muchness of Nintendo when they go the extra mile and just put content on top of content, and it just seems nearly psychotic, the amount of systems and depth and array of play. It's crazy. Tears of the Kingdom, although I have my issues with it, just has an incredible amount of content and play expression of the amount of things you can do in the game is crazy. That's not the case here. You can drive around competitively, or you can drive around in a big, I don't want to say empty world. There's stuff in it. You can drive around in a world that is largely blithe to your existence. You're not changing a ton inside of that world. Now, do you need to change it to interact with it? No, not necessarily. But what is it? Why am I there? I think is a question that is better answered than not. Doesn't have to be answered. Like I said, I mean, if it's just a big sandbox, that's cool, right? But it can be both. It could be a big sandbox and then have stuff to do in it too, more than just the P-Switch challenges. P-Switch challenge, if it's just P-Switch challenges, it is what it is. Those are cool. There should be something else. I don't know. It doesn't feel as cool as the Forza free roam, I would say off the bat. That's probably not the most, I'm sure that opinion is already floating around by people who know more about Nintendo and driving games and Forza and Mario Kart than I do. That's just what I'm getting right now. Anyway, coming up on an hour here, game 8, kind of a dud. I lost grip on the reins there pretty early. Some bad base running, but look, I think on the plus, looking on the bright side, we now know our buttons, so it's going to reduce some error going forward. Yeah, I'm at Augmented World Expo this week. I'm giving a talk on Tuesday. I don't think it's being recorded, but I have a couple episodes in the tank here. This will go up on Wednesday, I suppose. I have one set for Monday, so content will be up there. Even if I will be somewhere else. All right, cool. It's good hanging out with y'all. Talk to you later.